Good morning. I just want to show how to root a Tindora from a cutting, Tindora or ivy gourd. Um, so I got this cutting from a friend about 2 days back. It's not in its healthiest shape, which is still fine, and it's not a very healthy plant too. But it's all about showing how to root it. So I don't mind trying to plant this. It can still be successful. Mostly it depends on the way we plant it. The reason I said it's not a healthy plant because it has got a lot of blight. It has been sitting here for 2 days, but I kept it moist by wrapping it up in a cotton towel and kept it moist. But anyways, coming to the picking the stem, you for Tindora especially, you always go for picking the best way. It comes with the very tender ones, very mature ones. Anything is fine. Tindora is easy to grow, so you'll pick a midway stem, not very mature, not very tender, and you'll always have to root. The roots always form at the nodes. This is where you want this part to sit in the soil, and you'll at least go about half an inch down there and snip it off there. That way, even if it starts decomposing or drying, you still have the space, the half inch of space left to play around. So this is what goes into the ground, and when I do it, I try to get at least 2 nodes into the ground, into the soil, touching the soil. That way I have chance at 2 different places, or if I'm choosing a bigger pot, I let 3 go. So I think today I let 3 nodes sit in the soil. That way it roots better. So that's what we basically do. And the soil it's always preferred to have nice and loose soil, because that way it's not, Tindora does not like water at all. It does not like to sit in the water at all. So it's always better that we choose very well draining soil mix, especially for Tindora. When you are especially trying to grow it through a cutting, it's preferred that it sits in the very loose, well draining soil. Today, because I don't have the kind of soil, I'm just using the toppers soil, the lawn soil from Lowe's, and I'm just going to plant it in there. I just got the pot filled it with the topper soil. It's still nice and loose. It has a lot of wood chips, so I don't mind using this. Plus this is what I have handy, and here is the Tindora cutting that we chose. So there's node number 1, node number 2, and node number 3 with a vine coming up. I don't say that this vine is going to be alive, but it will shoot up a new vine once it starts rooting, and I still have 1 more to come out. So there we go. I'm just putting it in a, I'm just making sure that this touches the soil here, that way, and just making sure to cover it up. I'm taking more soil, covering it up. So now I have 3 nodes sitting in the soil, and then I'm going to lightly water it, and that's it. And this will now sit in shade, in a place where there is a little bit of moisture. Like, I would say if you have a spot behind this, underneath this, but somewhere that there is no direct sunlight, or it's covered with a lot of plants in a corner behind that, as such, that way our main key is that this part shouldn't be drying. So if this dries down, then we are losing the plant. By the time this dries down completely, you'll have to see some vine or something, some new growth starting from at this node. All these nodes are the new growth points, be it the root or be it the new shoot coming out. In any plant, for a matter of fact, for any cutting, you always look for the nodes. You plant this part, nothing will happen. Like if you take a part like this and plant it, nothing's going to grow. But this is where the roots come. This is where the you'll see the new growth happening. For any plant, take mums, take jasmines, take hibiscus. For any plant, always, for most of the plants, it is the nodes that root or send out new growth. And hope the video is helpful. I'm going to put this in water it and put it in shade. You can put a plastic wrap on top of it, but you have to be very vigilant about making sure that it's not collecting way too much moisture and not getting too much heat and dry. So I either prefer to leave it in shade, or I try to put it in the garage indoors and keep an eye on how it is doing. Accordingly, we'll adjust the light or the moisture, and hope this is helpful.